The term false perception can refer to a number of things. A hallucination is a type of false perception and occurs when a person experiences sensory stimuli that are not actually present. Though everyone, at times, believes some things that are not correct, perceiving the world incorrectly can lead to health problems, especially when these perceptions are related to the person's body. In many cases, people with false perceptions have difficulty abandoning them, even when contrary and irrefutable evidence is presented. This is a recording for patient 1535. The patient's name is James Conway. His pain and suffering is often attributed to his loss of a loved one, a girl named Rachel. In our earlier sessions, he would often tell me the times him and Rachel spent in the forest by where they lived. It was a place he could happily escape to. But there came a point when Rachel realised he was troubled. At a point she tried helping him with his problem, but he shunned her help. So James, how do you feel when you see this picture? Love is the greatest bond between two people who in equal measure feel a mutually strong attachment to one another. What reaction can be expected when life is no longer experienced with love, but only sorrow and pain? For James, his condition became exceedingly worse. Hallucination is a type of false perception that causes a patient to experience things that are not real to the rest of the people around them. Sounds, smells, tastes, sights, and physical sensations that are not real can all be experienced during a hallucination. Patients with long-term mental health problems, such as schizophrenia, may experience these false perceptions throughout their lives, though medication and therapy can help eliminate or decrease the severity of hallucinations. My interactions with James have often been comprised of delving deeper into his mind, exploring these particular hallucinations he sees of his former self. How do you feel when you see your past self?
I feel scared.
James's mind blocks all medication that can temporarily provide a solution. He either willingly doesn't want to escape from his condition and hides this behind a false persona, or he already is lost, but doesn't accept this. Our sessions became strenuous as they progressed further. James had, in our early meetings, refused to tell me the end to that memory of Rachel, but I myself realised what her fate had come to be. He later acknowledged to me that she had passed away that day, the fateful last words being of obscene language and disheartening truths. James showed signs of restoration early on, but it appeared evidently clear that only he held the key to his locked mind, and no one was able to break into it. James's mental stability continued to deteriorate up to the point where he had started to have difficulty telling me his thoughts. He began to distrust me. This distrust often led to paranoia within our sessions, accusations against me being the true evil he could not confront. A change began to occur. I suddenly became the enemy and not the helper. I fear that part of him died with Rachel that day, his will to keep fighting. Is this the true reason for James's suffering? Is it the infliction of pain he exacerbated on his own mind by reciting his memories countless times for the sole purpose of blaming himself for the death of Rachel? Or has he finally reached the stage where he no longer thinks for himself, but his mind is lost completely? Well, James, I fear my question has now been answered.